Hello, welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Jam and let's get to it. So today we're diving on into the Back to the Future book tag. So let's get to it. Oh, and Astrid's keen. I'm here too. Are you ready? Are you ready for the internet to love you? Number 1 in this tag is name a book, movie or TV show that you wish you could go back in time and watch it or read it all over again. And with this one I've gone with The Hunger Games. It is one of my favorite reads of all time besides Percy Jackson. It was one of my first books that I read that had a female main character and I really liked her. And Team Peter all the way. That's the hill I will die on. I'm sorry, from the second book onwards, Gale wasn't even in her freaking mind. I'm sorry. That to me, that I'm just like, no, Gale, just go fuck yourself. I hate you. I never liked you. I never shipped it. I never wanted it. I don't know who wanted it, but if you were Team Gale, you're just the ick, really. Number 2 in this tag is what is your favorite sci-fi / fantasy book, movie or TV show? And I've decided to go with TV show on this one because I recently watched Westworld and got very obsessed very quickly and it ended up being really disappointing and kind of terrible in the end. But the first season was amazing. I really loved it. I got so immersed in the world. I wanted to know more. I had to know more. I needed all the answers. The premise of the show is that the rich come into this park, which is kind of like a virtual reality, kind of not, and there are these automatons or AI, whatever you want to call it. They look like people, but they're not people. Anyway, the AI eventually start to develop awareness of who they are and what they are and kind of start rebelling back, which is super cool. And I kind of wish they got like a better ending than what they did because I feel like the very end of the season, like very end, nowhere near the beginning, the very end of the last season was just, it's like it had come full circle. It was just looping back on itself and I was like, I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that. Number 3 in this tag is what is your favorite store / cafe in a book, movie or TV show? And I feel like the answer is obvious. It has to be Central Perk from the Friends TV show because that place just seems like it's got all the right vibes. I've kind of been to one before in Singapore, but it wasn't like a legit branding of it. It was kind of, I think it was at some stage was a legit branding and then it just ended up kind of dying off because of COVID, which was disappointing, but I would love to eventually go to Universal Studios where I think the actual set is. I think it's in the US. So God knows when that's going to happen. Maybe when I am rich and famous. Not anytime soon. Number 4 in this tag is what is a moment in a book that is either set in the past or the future that you would like to visit. And I think I would like to visit the medieval era, especially in this one. Gwen and Art are not in love. To be honest, it had its moments of letdown. Only because there was a lot of gay in this between, like, these two. Obviously in the title, yes, they're not in love, they're in love with different people, but I kind of wish we followed like either or. We got both, which was fine, but also felt like we couldn't delve deeper into either one of them. We kind of got very surface level of both and I wanted more. It should have been like a duology. Like, I'm not sure what the sequel would have been called, but either focus on Art in the first one and then Gwen, or vice versa. I needed more. I want more. I didn't want surface level gay. I wanted the deep depths, please. Number 5 in this tag is name an automobile or a way of travel in a book, TV show or movie that you would like to give a try. And I feel like it goes without saying that it should be a freaking dragon. Come on, everyone wants to ride a dragon, especially with this new series that's taken over my fucking life. I want to be part of this world. Please let me. Number 6 in this tag, which is also the last question in this Back to the Future tag, is who is your favorite scientist? And I feel like I've got to go with good and evil on this. and across genres as well. So I've picked Doctor Doom, because I think he's kind of like, he's bad. He's like a morally grey character in the movies, and then he's a little bit more evil. Like, you just never know what that guy's gonna do. Could be good, could be malicious, could be bad, who knows? And then I also went with like Ian Malcolm, because I really like him in the original series. Not so much in the later one, but I feel like everybody has that vibe, you know? Anyway guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!